August 5th, 2021. Handshot Productions Kitchen.
Hi, it's Jonathan, and welcome to a different video. Today, I've taken a DNA test on Ancestry DNA, which for $100 allows you to learn where you came from. I, for a while, have been wondering the exact details of my own ancestry. I know for a fact that I am of Italian, Scottish, Irish, English, German, and Eastern European descent, and that all of my ancestors came to the United States before World War I, except for the Eastern Europeans, which came to Canada sometime in the early 1920s. For a while I've been wondering about the exact details of my ancestry, particularly what Eastern Europeans I am descended from, and generally details about all of the other details about my ancestors. Well, earlier today I took this test off camera, and pretty soon I'll be mailing my spit over to their headquarters for the result. I believe it's 6 weeks, I will be getting my results. Now, let's fast forward to those results.
Later, on September 4th, 2021.
Yesterday, on September 3rd, 2021, I finally got my results back. And here they are. I am 41% European Jewish, 20% Irish, 19% Scotland, 14% England and Northwestern Europe, and 6% other regions. Am I not an Italian? Or am I an Italian Jewish descent? Let's see. Your DNA looks most like DNA from these 6 world regions. We compare your DNA against a worldwide reference panel to see which populations your DNA looks most like. European Jewish. You're a community with a connection to this ethnicity region. Jews in Central and Eastern Europe. Lithuania, Latvia, and Belarus. Maybe Lithuania, Latvia, Ukraine, and Western Russia. So that probably explains why we haven't been able to figure out what Eastern European I'm descended from. I could be several. I could be Polish, Western Russian, Ukrainian, Belarusian. I could be one of several. And that's 41% of my DNA. Central. And let's see where the other parts of my DNA are from. 20% of me comes from Ireland, as I already suspected. Bishop, Gaelic, Pitbull, Swift, Joyce, Yeats, O'Brien, and Root. And 19% Scottish, just as I have suspected. England and Northwestern Europe, 14%. I didn't know I was of Norwegian descent. I'm 4% Norwegian. That's it. Learning a lot about it. I'm also Welsh, which makes sense because I'm already English and Scottish and Irish. So my blood represents pretty much all of the British Isles. Oh wait, if I'm of Central and Eastern European Jewish descent, and Irish and Scottish, English and Northwestern Europe, Norwegian and Welsh descent, why is my last name Lombardi? See other regions tested. I suppose that's regions other than where I come from. So it's official. I am mostly of Eastern European Jewish descent, some Irish, Scottish, English, even Norwegian and Welsh descent, all wrapped in a name that suggests I am from the one place where I am not. Today's been quite a surprise.
Later that day, after looking through Ancestry a bit more,
just took a further look at Ancestry, and we have this Ancestry DNA regions list, which allows me to view specific further details about where we come from. England and Northern Europe. No connection.
You're recording your computer? Yeah, your computer too?
Yes. That's that in the background. Let's see what European Jewish people I'm descended from. Very likely connection to Lithuania, Latvia, and Belarus. So, I'm Baltic or Belarusian? Hello, fellow Lithuanians, Latvians, and Belarusians. Use the timeline below to view the migrations for this region through time on the map. Some people from Belarus, Lithuania, and Poland came to New York City in 1850. It seems that people in that region of Eastern Europe have a long tradition of coming here. I also have a likely connection to Lithuania, Latvia, Ukraine, and Western Russia. Well, most likely Lithuania, Latvia, and Belarus. Let's see what other regions. No connection to Eastern Europe and Russia. Ireland. No connections for the specific ones, though generally Irish. That we can confirm. Norway. Weird that saying no connection for the specific regions of each country, but it says that I have a connection to the countries in general. Scottish. Wales. Additional European communities. It says that I have a possible connection to early Connecticut and New York settlers. Connecticut and Northeast New York settlers. Wait. Are you suggesting that my ancestors came here in the 18th century? Because I thought all my ancestors came here in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. From Germany. Does that count for my German ancestry? Germany or England? What am I? Possible connection to New Jersey and Eastern Pennsylvania. Mid-Atlantic settlers. This is getting stranger and stranger. Well, I'm somewhat ethnically different from what I thought I was. I'm not Italian at all, but I am descended from people of Jewish ethnicity in Lithuania, Latvia, and Belarus, likely. I'm certainly English, Scottish, Welsh, and Irish. And I'm also Norwegian, which is something I've never considered myself to be. This has been quite an interesting look into my ancestry. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on it. If you enjoyed this entire channel, subscribe to it. And if you want to know when my next video will be coming out, click the bell button after you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.